Stanley Baton, and the sun is coming up in Chicago, Illinois on November 19th, 2009. Now this morning I hoped that we would have a beautiful sunrise, but it's a little overcast, but that's okay, because I know, like you know, the sun is up there somewhere. I'm standing here near the shores of Lake Michigan because it's beautiful here. It's a natural place here. It's peaceful here, and it's somewhat quiet here. If you're watching this video, it is because you've received a link from me, or perhaps you visited the Purple Cowboy 2 channel on YouTube and you're watching it from there. I'm doing this video because I need to ask you for yourself, for that which is within you, to step forward and to help me with something I need to accomplish. You see, I'm going to the Parliament of World Religions, which is being held in Melbourne, Australia this year. Now, why am I going, and why is it so important to me to be in Australia this year? Well, let me tell you just a little bit about the Parliament of World Religions. It originally convened in Chicago in 1893, and its purpose was to bring the religions of the world together in search of peace. The eloquence of Swami Vivekananda that year was unforgettable. Now, the Parliament of World Religions did not convene again for 100 years. That's when religious leaders of all walks of faith met again here in Chicago in 1993. Now, my friend Reverend Ellis May was in attendance at that Parliament. Why did it take 100 years to meet again? Well, the world, for the most part, was at war with itself, as it is now, seeking peace, but nonetheless fighting each other over, as Joel Goldsmith of The Infinite Way pointed out so eloquently, the world has always fought itself basically for two reasons: religious differences and the desire for money, wealth, and power. It took 100 years for the Parliament to meet again because we had to see the fall of the Ottoman Empire, the purveyors of world slave trade. We had to see World War I come and go, the war to end all wars, with a death and casualty toll of 37 million people. That had to be fought in the name of peace. The Second World War had to come and go with its day of infamy, with a worldwide death toll again in the name of making peace and making money in a wartime economy. 48,231,700 lives lost. And then a whole string, a whole litany of wars, all designed to bring about peace. The war in Korea, the war in Vietnam, the war in Bosnia, a religious and ethnic cleansing kind of war. And then you've got the Soviet-Afghanistan war. You've got the Arab-Israeli Six-Day War. You've got the civil war in Ethiopia and Eritrea. Again, you've got the Taliban-Afghanistan war. You've got Iraq and Iran fighting each other in war. Oh, and let's not forget Pakistan and India. Now that last one is a kind of a Hindu-Muslim thing, in the name of peace and a celebration of religious differences. Well, the Parliament met again in 1999 in Cape Town, South Africa, and the world was still fighting each other over something, but at least apartheid had come to an end. Nelson Mandela was there as a champion of the one. Archbishop Desmond Tutu of the Anglican Church was there as a champion of the one. And my good friend Dr. May Hunter of the Chicago Board of Education was there to speak on the world stage and speaking the voice of the one calling for peace. You know, Dr. Hunter, since we're also excited about the Parliament of World Religions, and since you were a speaker in 1999, I was just wondering if you'd just share with us a little bit about what that was like.
I'll just simply make it short and tell you what I spoke on.
Okay.
The greatest power in the universe.
Oh, fantastic.
And that's love.
Okay.
And anytime you feel love, and you are loved, and you project that love to anyone in your presence, that love grows and grows and grows and grows. And within that energy, anything and all things of beauty are possible.
And you know the story. The world was still fighting. The whirling dervishes of the Sufi saints had not yet stopped the fighting. The call of the imams from the minarets of the Marian Mosque had not yet stopped the fighting. The We Are the World of Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie had not yet stopped the fighting. The papal address from the balcony of the Vatican had not yet stopped the fighting. Well, the Parliament met again in 2004 in Barcelona, Spain. And in a few words, its mission statement: to cultivate harmony between the world's religious and spiritual communities and foster their engagement with the world and its other guiding institutions in order to achieve a peaceful, just, and sustainable world. This brings us to 2009, Australia, and why I want to go and how you can help me bring something very special back to America. On February 13, 2008, the Australian government made a declaration that the 13th day of February every year would be acknowledged as I Am Sorry Day and stand as a living and ongoing apology to the Aboriginal peoples of Australasia, an apology for its one-time practice of genocide against the original people of the land, an apology for the bounty once placed on the heads of the people of the Dreamtime, an apology for the lost generations of half-caste children who were snatched away from their tribes and mothers and reared in orphanages and foster homes in an attempt to make them more Australian, more civilized, and quite simply, more white. So, this Parliament is to be about reconciliation. That's what I want to bring back to America, reconciliation. In Melbourne, there's a group of people, the original people, the Wurundjeri people. They call themselves the Managum people. And they have a celebration. It's absolutely beautiful, and I have to participate in it. They have a celebration of the gum tree. What they do is they welcome every person who's a visitor to Australia by offering them leaves from the gum tree. And with that offering and the acceptance, there's an acknowledgement that yes, you are my brother. Yes, you are my sister. Yes, we are one. And we make you welcome to our land and offer you everything from the tops of the trees to the roots of the earth. They do that with loving understanding, having survived all of their experiences of genocide and everything else that's happened in their land. This reconciliation is absolutely important. This is the beginning of reconciliation. Australia can do it, everyone else can do it. I want to go there. I want to be a part of that. I want to be given my 3 little gum leaves that I can bring back to America. I want to bring back that piece of reconciliation. I want to climb to the top of Ayers Rock, Uluru. I want to dance in the sun. I want to touch God. I want to bring that back to America. And I want you to help me go. I can't do it without your help. Thank you very much, and bye.